Namaste to you. Good afternoon and welcome to Mindfulness Moment. What an amazing privilege it is for us to be able to pause in our day, to just take a moment to come home, right? To check in with our bodies, to see and experience where we are in this very, very moment. That's the essence of the mindfulness practice. So my name is Evalena, and I am just so grateful and honored to be here to guide you through this practice today. So please sit yourself up. I'm sitting on the ground on a cushion. So if that's a comfortable place for you, fantastic. Perhaps you prefer sitting back in a chair in an upright position. Absolutely perfect as well. So just take a moment. You can rest your hands down on your thighs. And we're going to start just by warming the spine. So rolling yourself back. You can shrug your shoulders together or apart and then come forward and open up through the top of your chest. You feel how the body is moving. You feel your breath flowing in. Deep breathing. Inhaling forward. Front of your heart is open. The chest is open. Exhaling, rounding, rounding, rounding. Feel this. This is actually a good movement, good posture for the spine, for awakening the energy in the spine. It's also very helpful to perhaps relieve any stress or tension that you're holding at the top of your shoulders. So really feel what you feel, right? What you feel in through your nose and right back out through your nose. Good, come up, you're gonna soften, standing up, sitting up, right? Strong spine, open up and drop your chin to your chest. Let's take some rolls of the head and neck. So ear goes over to the left side, to the right side. Go slow as you're here. Good afternoon to you all coming in. Just go slow. Breath is flowing and moving through. Inhaling. And exhaling. Good. And listen as you're doing this. When I first begin this, the first few times, I hear a lot of noises, a little snap and crackle back there. So again, just observation. Coming here. Seated nice and tall, go ahead and lift your arms. So your arms are cactus, your palms are facing forward. We're going to do a little twisting here. So moving and turning to the right, keep the stability in your pelvis and your seat as you're doing that. So it's just the upper body, the torso. You can twist to the left, come back through the center. Do this a few times. Deep breathing, just moving, feeling the openness in the spine. Again, the head and neck and shoulders. This is really good for the head and neck and shoulders, this movement. And then we're going to pause in the center here. Now, this time we're going to add a little breath practice. So as we twist, we're going to exhale through the nose, right? Exhale through the nose. So we'll do it together. So take a deep breath in. Empty it all out through your mouth. Let it go. Do this again. Fill up. And empty, empty, empty. Now begin to twist and just an exhale through your nose. Exhale, exhale, exhale. Turn and twist and exhale. And you can go as fast or as slow as the breath takes you. Remember, stability in your foundation. Stable at the pelvis and then just twisting right up the spine. Your gaze can be really soft as you're doing this. Exhale. Good, start to slow it down, slow it down, slow it down, slow it down. Pause here, feel all of that energy. Reach your arms all the way up to the sky. You get really tall here. You can circle into your wrists and bring your hands together. Exhale right here through the midline. Energy coming down your nose, your mouth, and landing right here at your heart center. Good. Go ahead and drop your hands. And again, some rolls of the head and neck. Up and around you go. Notice anything might have shifted, something changed. This is our mindfulness practice. We're going to transition now. We're going to come onto our hands and knees. So if you prefer to stand to do this, right? If you were seated in a chair and standing is a better way for you, go ahead and do this. You're going to be on your hands and knees. I happen to have a cushion under my knees here. So if you need to pad up in any ways, and start to flow here through cat and cow. So you open your chest and then you round and you just feel your breath in your body. Go ahead, find your movement, find your breath, opening up, inhaling and exhaling, inhaling And exhaling. So again, mindfulness practice here. You just you feel what you're feeling. And the wonderful thing is that pretty much everything is on offer here, right? There's a good move to stretch into the shoulders and the upper spine. As you're moving here and breathing, good place to stretch the hips and the lower back. So you can really work with what your body is requiring in this moment. So feel your body. So you can get playful here if you want to swim around a bit. I like to keep my toes tucked. Way to stretch through the tops of the feet and circle your hips. The inhale and the exhale. Opening yourself up here, opening yourself up. Taking a twist here, keep your right hand down to the ground, but open up across the chest. Open up across the chest as you extend that left arm up to the sky. And then we're going to weave that left arm underneath the right arm. The left shoulder comes down, the left head, ear, side of the body, and your right arm can go forward. You can stretch here. And just take a moment to breathe. Keep pulling your hips back, walking your right hand forward. Nice deep breathing. Bring your left hand back underneath you, right hand underneath you, and you're back up onto all fours. And some cat and cow. Inhaling. Exhale, you can exhale through your mouth. Oh, maybe there's a little sigh there. Again, any tension that you're holding in your shoulders, your head and neck, release your mouth, your jaw. Let go, let go. Left hand stays down this time, and then you're going to open up the right side of the chest. The right arm goes all the way to the ceiling. Your gaze can peek up there. And then go ahead and weave that right arm underneath the right side of the head. The right ear is down on the ground. The left arm can walk way forward and stretch and twist and breathe. Inhaling, exhaling. Very nice. Left hand comes back underneath your shoulder, your right hand back underneath your shoulder. Arms are pretty straight here. So core is working. Let's start to circle into the joints. So as I'm doing this, I'm not dumping all my weight into my arms. Same thing in the back. I'm not just dumping all the weight into the legs. I'm actually lifting from the center to get a little bit of light and ease in the joints. So working with the joint of the wrist and your elbows, your shoulders. Feel the joints at the ankles and the knees, your hips. How about the joints? How about the connection between each one of your vertebrae and your back as you're kind of circling around here, opening yourself up to this moment? Good. Keep your toes tucked if you're down on the ground with us. If you're standing, you can just do 1 foot at a time, tucking your toes, and then come up for a moment, shrug your shoulders. And then make a fist. We're going to come down. We're going to put the fist down onto the floor, or if you're standing, you can use the seat of your chair. Put the fist down and then bend at the wrists. Bend at the wrists. This is a good little stretch for the fist. Notice my hands are trying to open. I'm trying to keep the hands closed and play with straightening your arms. That might be easily done for some and not so easily for others. Just notice. Good stretch for the wrist. We do a lot of work with our hands. Go ahead and turn the left hand down and take that right arm and give it a little shake. The wrist. Right hand down, same thing with the left side, shake it out. Good, and then walk your hands forward, pull your hips back. If you're standing, you can take a nice stretch with the seat of your chair, just reaching back. Let the head go, let the head go. Deep breathing. If you're on the ground, go ahead and come forward, tuck your toes and pull your hips up to a downward facing dog. If you're standing already, you're in a forward bend, go ahead and slowly come up. We're all going to meet eventually. So you can walk your hands back to your feet if you're down on the ground, and then slow rise, coming up. So now we're standing here and shrug your shoulders up and back and away. Deep breathing, deep breathing. Let's go wide. So moving anything out of the way there. I'm stepping my feet out and being very generous with the stance. So I start in this place, like I stepped my feet wide, but I know that I can probably go a little further. So just listen to your body, see how far you are, where you are in this moment, and then float the arms out to the side, right? Fingertips are nice and wide. Arms are wide and open and spacious here. Good. And then reach the arms up into a big V position. Big stretch. Float the hands. Now we're going to interlace them back behind us. Draw your shoulder blades together. Bend your knees and go down, go down, go down, go all the way down. As you're going down, feel the connection of your fingers touching, your interlace of your fingers. Bend at your elbows. Get soft there as you lift the arms up towards the ceiling. Let your head relax. You can shake the head yes and no. Deep, clear breaths in and out. Release your arms down to the ground. If you were with us in those wrist stretches, you can do that again. Fists go down and then bend at your wrist. Just check in. So I'm stretching the wrist. I'm also stretching and bending one knee and then the other. So you can straighten one leg, getting a good inner thigh stretch. So there's a lot going on in each one of these shapes, the whole of the body. Doing specific work as we're focusing today on the wrist. You can now, if you're down, if you have your hands on the ground, bend at your wrist and turn your fingers back. That also goes from the wrist all the way up into the arms and the shoulders. And again, side to side. Deep breathing. Inhaling and exhaling. Bring your left hand underneath your nose, or you can tense your fingers, right? So maybe if you need a little extra height, lift up onto the tended fingers. Open the chest. The right side of the chest goes up towards the ceiling and then the right arm. There's a big twist. Gaze can go to the top right hand. Pull your hips back. Reach that arm forward a bit. Right hand goes down, left arm out to the side. And then think of the chest opening. So I'm spinning the left side of the chest up towards the ceiling. Reaching the hips back, pulling that arm forward a bit. Exhale, gently release, the head and neck relax. And slowly bend your knees. You're going to come up slow, chin to your chest. Roll up one vertebra at a time, one vertebra at a time. Good. You can heel toe your feet in. Heel toe your feet in. Nice deep breathing. Bring your hands together in front of your heart. Feel your body, your aliveness. Just taking a moment here. Keep your fingers interlaced. Extend your index finger and thumb, and then arms lift to the ceiling. So you get nice and tall here. Good. Let your shoulders drop down and then go over to the left. Bend your knees and pull your hips out to the left side, right? Nice and full. Come back up to the center. Go to the other side, up and over. Bend at your knees, pull out into that hip. Good. Come back up to the center and then gently release your arms. Release your arms. Nice little swim into your shoulders. Let's take a big step forward with the right foot. So I've stepped forward, but I know that I can probably get my right foot forward a little bit more. Maybe even move the back foot back. Turning the back toes so that they are turned up towards the left side there, a little angle in the back toes. Put your hands on the tops of your shoulders. Spin your chest so that the chest is wide open. You can even lean back into this and then start to bend that right leg, that front right leg, and breathe in, breathe out. Go ahead and flex at your wrist. You're going to push the walls apart, just opening yourself. So straighten those arms, take them out to the side. Take the hands back behind you, interlace your fingers, draw your shoulder blades together. You move the head and neck around a bit, and then go ahead and straighten your front leg, reaching forward, a little flow forward. Right leg is straight, arms lift to the ceiling, a little undulation of the spine. Now we're going to come right back up. Use your core. Lifted, chest is lifted, front leg is straight. Go ahead and bend that front leg. Coming down slow, undulation of the spine, arms lift to the sky. Again, flowing up, up, up. So good for the body. Shifting the energy. One more time. Exhaling, going down, going down, going down. We're going to stay down this time. Release your hands to the ground and then walk your hands over to the left side. So now I came out into a wide-legged stance once again. Head and neck are relaxed. Again, you can play with those wrist stretches that we were doing. I had my fists down, bending at the wrists. feel that? The fists are pointing towards one another. You can take the hands and turn the fingers so that they move back. The thumbs are out to the side and they'll stretch here in the wrist. And then play side to side. Hips are opening. You can bend pretty deeply here into a squat, right? Some of us, good hip opener, good hip opener. Go ahead and use your breath, bring your hands to your hips, and then gently rise right back up. Good. Heel toe, the feet in towards the center. And then we're gonna turn forward. We're gonna turn forward. So we're nice and tall here, feet underneath you, palms are alongside your hips, and open-hearted, open-hearted. Bring your arms out in front of you, interlace that Venus lock. You go up, 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 up and over to the left. Come back to the center, up and over to the right side. Come back to the center, and then back here to center. Put your hands on the hips. A big giant step with the left foot forward. Again, I know that I can step back a little bit more with my right foot. My left leg moves forward a bit. You can see the angle of that right leg. It's turned out slightly. Hands onto your shoulders. Open chest. Open space here. Start to bend into that front left leg. I'm even having to go out a little wider as I'm coming down here. I actually can feel that I can bend a little deeper today. So opening up. Go ahead and push the walls, right? That energy goes right out. Nice full breath. Slip the hands back behind you. Shoulder blades draw towards one another. Straight front leg as you lean back, and exhale. Bend the knee. You're undulating your spine. Let the head drop completely down, and then inhale. Rise up. You're using your core energy to lift yourself up. That front leg straightens. Exhale down. Full breath here, head and neck. Press down into the ground, rise up. And one more, exhaling, going down, going down. We're gonna stay down. Drop your hands down to the ground and then walk your hands over to the right side. I'm taking a big wide stance. I can get a little bit wider with my feet. And still with the wrists, right? Fists are down, then I break at the wrist or try to keep, right, turning those fists in towards one another. Open the palms so that the fingertips point back. The palms are facing forward. The wrists are facing forward, and just bend and open. And breathe in side to side with your legs. Nice full breaths. Then use your breath. You're going to bring your hands to your hips and then gently come up. Take the time, you heel toe into the center, and big breaths here. Hands right here to your heart. Good, we're going to transition back down into and onto the ground. If you want to join us here, if you prefer to sit, you can still do these poses sitting. Little bit different orientation, but you can get here. The feet come out into a very soft, it's called Tarasana. So there's a nice, beautiful diamond shape here in the legs. The feet are touching. Nice and full. Lift your arms up. A big V here. We're going to twist to the right side. Put your left hand on your knee. Lean back. So we did a little work today with the spine. Feel the twist from the base, right down the lower back, and then up into the middle of the back. Ultimately, your gaze goes over your left shoulder. Come back up to the center, reach up. Kind of swirl and twirl into your wrists and go to the other side. Right, turning and twisting, turning and twisting. So every breath you take, maybe there's places that as you breathe in, you kind of lift into the space of the body. And as you exhale, surrender and melt into that space. And you get to play with the kind of give and take of tension in the body. Come back to the center. Open up, use your breath, swirl and twirl with your wrist. Now you can slip your hands underneath your front shins, right? So if you're in a chair, same thing, you kind of slip the hands underneath there and then drop your head towards your feet. They might not get there, right? Some of us might be easily Able to lay the head on the feet. Here, wherever you are, is the perfect place to be. Keep the head down, relax through your jaw. The lips are soft. And invite this stretch, right? So I feel like this is a nice, good stretch for my lower back area, for that sacral area. And deep breathing. Inhaling and exhaling. Good, and then slowly come up. Relax the head and neck. Your legs come forward now. So you're coming up onto the heels of your feet, just under the heels of the feet. I have my knees bent. The balls of my feet are lifted. What's important here is the orientation of your pelvis. So the pelvis doesn't want to be rolling way back, right? Nor does it want to push way forward, but you want to find this kind of neutral space for the pelvis. Lift your arms up, keep that neutral space, and then come forward. Your arms are going to be on the outside of your legs, and maybe you grab the outer edges of your feet. Look forward, and here now you can start to straighten the legs if that's appropriate, if it's available to you. Keep opening your chest. Exhale. Eventually the head and neck just fall down towards the thighs. Paschimottanasana. You're just where you need to be, right here now. This particular posture, this hatha yoga posture, stretches the long muscles of the body, opens up the lower back. And so that opportunity just to relax, to surrender for a moment. We're very busy, right, throughout our day, right, trying to do this and that. This is a place that you can just take a moment of rest. Deep breathing in and deep breathing out. And gently come up. As you come up, give yourself a little massage. Your hands up your legs, up into the top of the thighs. You kind of shake out the top of the legs, shrug your shoulders. And today, for our meditation, I thought maybe go upside down a little bit, right? So what does that mean? So if you are near a wall, you could simply swing to that wall and put your legs up the wall. If you're near your chair, right? Or maybe it's a couch or something. We're working from home, so you can swing your legs up onto the chair. So you want to take a place that you can have your legs higher, right, than your heart. So I'm going to choose to use the wall. So as I get there, I'm going to scoot up next to the wall and then open myself up and putting the legs up the wall. So you want to find a place that you can relax a bit. If you need to put something underneath your head or your neck to support you, absolutely, positively. And you can cactus your arms and you can just let yourself be. So today's meditation is this meditation, a whole body meditation. That we are present in this moment, right? We first begin with awareness of the physical body. And the key, the practice of meditation, right? Here's the practice, is that when a thought comes in and tries to invite us away, entice us away, maybe it's off to Thanksgiving dinner, you come back here just to this moment. And then you can use the tools right here and now, the tools of your physical body. You can pay attention and feel how the legs, right, are supported. You start to notice sensations in the body, a little tingling perhaps at the back of the legs. You feel the base of the pelvis, the back body resting. And that's one tool of awareness, right? Really tuning into the subtleties of energy moving in our physical body, these different sensations. You might even eventually be able to focus and sense and experience the beating of your heart. And that's a great meditation. That's a great focus and meditation for the body and the mind. And then again, those thoughts might wander in and try to take us away. And then we also have the beautiful tool of our breath, so we can breathe. And we can be that breath, that inhalation, and that exhalation. And not so much like we're doing the breath, right? but we are the breath. We are the aliveness in this moment. And just simply being. And staying in your practice, the thoughts can wander in. Right? Just notice that and then come back to the body, come back to the breath. Experience the support and the comfort here. Through your body. Bring your awareness now to the tips of your fingers, to the tips of your fingers. We're going to move from this body meditation to a guided groove, Thanksgiving meditation. So go ahead and reach your arms up, up, up. The tips of your fingers, just the tips of your fingers will touch. Just the tips of your fingers will touch. And then you can drop the hands. Just keep the tips of the fingers touching. Just alongside your arms or alongside your body, your mudra, your fingers are just hovering right there in front of your heart, very relaxed. And this is a Thanksgiving meditation, a gratitude meditation. There's a great healing power here. And bring the awareness now to the tips of your fingers and just to the tip of your thumb. And here, gratitude for a comfortable, warm, safe place to shelter, to practice in. So much gratitude for that and for the abundance of food and clean water. So much gratitude for that, and just hold that right there at the tip of your thumbs, that beautiful gratitude. The index fingers touching now, the index fingers touching in the body. We just meditated on our beautiful body and gratitude there for our aliveness, right? For our being on a physical level, our being on a spiritual level, that breath flowing in and out, the aliveness of our body. Bring your awareness to the tip of your second fingers and here, gratitude for love and belonging. Gratitude for our families, for our friends and neighbors, for our co-workers, our colleagues. Gratitude for the guy at the grocery store, the girl behind the counter, the stranger we pass. Gratitude for our community, for love and belonging. The tip now of your ring fingers touching this, gratitude for who we are. Gratitude for who you are, for all of your amazing energy, amazing creativity, achievements that you've made, failures that you've had, challenges. Gratitude for who we are, how we navigate our lives, how we love each other. Gratitude for who we are. Feel now the tip of your pinky fingers in here, right? This is the gratitude for the endless possibility of what we can become, for our intentions, for our purpose in life, for all of it, here and now. Just gratitude. Go ahead and feel that gratitude there at the tips of your fingers and then bring it together in the palm of your hands and rest your prayer right at your heart. Holding all that gratitude, let it flow into your heart, into your body, up to the tips of your toes and right out through the crown of your head. Take a big breath here. And as you exhale, lift your arms, your palms can separate up to the sky. Send that gratitude out into the world. We do this practice for the benefit of all. Go ahead and stretch your arms up over your head. Take some deep, deep, beautiful breaths here. Go ahead and let your legs slide down the wall or off the chair. And take a moment. You can roll to one side and just stay there for a breath or two. Press down into the ground and then gently rise back up. So you can sit upright, maybe lean against the wall or sit on your cushion or your chair, wherever you are, and just take a moment to pause and notice. And here again, the mindfulness practice. Here and now. Bring your hands together and reach them all the way up to the sky. You get really tall and light filled as you exhale. Bring your palms, your prayer right through the midline, over the third eye, your nose, your mouth, here to your heart center. Take a deep breath in and empty, empty, empty. Namaste to you. I wish you all a beautiful holiday, safe and travels if you're going anywhere. And yeah, enjoy the moment. Enjoy the moment. It's a great place to practice mindfulness at a big Thanksgiving gathering, or maybe for you, it's a quiet gathering, whatever that is. Being in the moment, holding gratitude, and yeah, making it through your day. So thank you again. What a great honor and privilege it is to guide you through this practice. Namaste to you. Happy Thanksgiving, everyone.